Hey everyone, welcome to our Founders Club training. We kind of had a little side conversation before we got going, and we're going to jump into that in just a minute. That's not part of the training, but it's something that needs to be discussed. But what I want you guys to do, because we've had such an amazing month, everybody, what I want you to do in the comments is put how many points you've grown this month, okay, because that's exciting, okay? How many new signups you have for this month, and if you've calculated how many inception points you have. And somebody's already ahead of me. Nita is so far ahead of me. How many Founders Club points you have with your unique accounts. Okay, because we have got a lot to be excited about this month. And we still have 2 more days of excitement for the month of February. We have an extra day in February because it is leap year. So that is pretty cool. So put those in the comments so let's all see and shout each other out. All right, guys, while you were doing that, we were kind of talking about accountability partners. That's not part of my training tonight, but Jamie was giving an example that Rosie, her accountability partner, was noticing that she was not quite herself. And trust me, we've all been there. I've been there. Melissa Adams has been there. Chrissy Van Dam has been there. All the great leaders in this company. I'm sorry, we have bad days. We have bad moments. And it's fine for us to have that. But what is great is when you have a good and connected accountability partner, they see it. They see it. I know when Melissa is down. Melissa knows when I'm down because we're not as interactive with one another. And we're maybe not showing up as much. But when you have a good accountability partner, they're going to call you out. They're going to have other leaders to check on you, to see what's going on, to help motivate you, to help pick you up, to see where you're at, and to get you back on track. That is one of the main reasons to have accountability partner and multi-accountability partners. That's why we had you guys in groups, because we want you all to have that extra support and encouragement outside of your upline. And I'm sure you guys have great uplines, but it's always good to have that extra accountability. So I wanted to make sure that we talked about that. That was kind of a side note we were talking about before the recording started. So if you have a person in your group that has not been as active, please reach out to them. Please have your other accountability partners to reach out to them, or have us to reach out to them. Okay, we love and care about each and every one of you, each and everybody in this group. If they're not on live, or maybe they're not watching the recording, we want to check on them. We want to see where they're at, because life happens to everybody. We all have things that derail us, personal stuff outside of Zingular, and we want to check on people. We want to check on our friends because we love them and we care about them. So that is that's my 2 cents about accountability partners. They're important. Love on them. Love on each other, because that is an extra support that you have outside of your uplines. But I'm going to change gears a little bit, guys. We have had an exciting month. And what we want to do is talk about all of these enrollments, all these new enrollments, whether it's first-time enrollments or maybe people who've came back that maybe has dropped off for a couple of years or maybe longer. What do we do with these people? How do we get them to become partners? Because at the end of the day, we want to make sure we're bringing as many people with us as we can. And we are in a great place, the best place we've ever been, to bring people along with us. We have had a product launch like no other. Okay. And when I mean no other, I don't mean just no other in Zingular. I'm talking about a product launch that is probably bigger than any product launch in the network marketing history of any company out there. Rudy Ruvak, who has been with the industry for multiple years, decades, and has had a hand in different companies, who is networked with different companies. This is the biggest launch that he has ever seen in his whole professional network marketing career. That says something, guys. That says we are in a great place and we have something that a lot of people want. Okay, so not only the people we know want, but the people we have signed up, they're going to know people who want what we have. So how do we get all these new signups converted from customer to partner? And if you guys are a little overwhelmed like I am with all these signups and what to do with them, okay, that's fine. We're going to work through this, because I'm going to guess you guys are experiencing the most signups that you've had in a long time. Maybe the most signups in a month that you've ever had. So let's work through this. We've always said your back office is a gold mine. You've got the biggest gold mine in your back office that you've ever had. I promise you, biggest gold mine in your back office you've ever had. So how do we want to work this? Let's do this, and I'm going to do this kind of in steps. So step one, what I want you to do is go through your new enrollments on your personal new enrollments, okay? Because when we're talking about Founders Club, that's what we're working with. We're working with getting people to Quick Start and Manager from your first level. Look to see who has a 120-point order this month. Okay, so write that down. Number one, look in your back office to see who has a 120-point order this month. And I said enrollment, but it doesn't necessarily have to be an enrollment. It could be someone who's been enrolled for a while, but they got at least 120 points, and maybe in that 120 points they got the new product. All right. Next, send them a message and saying, first of all, wait a minute, check on them and see how they're doing. That needs to be the first thing you do. Ask them how they're doing, how they're liking the new products. Are they noticing any benefits? Because here's the thing, we were told that it may take 8 to 12 weeks before we notice anything. We now know that that's not true. Okay, we know that for a fact. Some people are noticing stuff the first and second day. Some people it's taken 3 or 4 days. And some people may not be noticing anything right yet, but that's fine because we weren't expecting this. But check on every single one of them and see what kind of benefits they're getting from the new product. Okay, and see if there's anything you can help them with. Always ask that. Is there anything I can help you with? Now, if they're enjoying the product, they're loving the results, or maybe they've signed up in the past and they're still ordering. Obviously, if they're still ordering, they're loving the products. Go to them and say, do you know that you're eligible for a $200 bonus? Or you can say, do you know that you're eligible for $200 cash? I'd probably say that. Do you know that you're eligible for $200 in cash? And, they're probably going to say no and say, okay, would you like to know how you can get it? And that's step 3. Let them know that they're available for it, / ask them if they would like to be able to get it. Here's the 4th step and a big step. This is when you transfer from messaging to a phone call, because you ask them, or you just say, if they're interested in getting it, say, okay, we need to set up a phone call. Can I call you at? Don't ask them when they're available. That 50% of the time, they're not going to get back with you, or they're not going to, they're just going to give you an answer that they're going to say, well, I'm not sure. Set up the phone call. Say, are you available tomorrow at noon or 3 o'clock? And that's just examples. Give them a couple different times. What that's going to do is going to get them thinking, am I available at that time? And if they are, they're going to pick one of the times. If not, they're going to say, I'm not available at that time, but I can be available at 5 o'clock. And then work on a time from there. So when you're on the call with them, talk to them about, first of all, how they're doing, how they're doing on the products, what some benefits they like, what some of their favorite products, and kind of check on them. Okay. Let them know that you care about their results and that you want to answer any questions for them, but then quickly transition into, let's talk about how I can help you make an extra $200. And during that conversation, you need to talk to them about they are setting on a multi-trillion-dollar industry, because people don't realize that. A multi-trillion-dollar industry. When you talk about the weight loss and wellness industry, it is the second biggest industry in the world behind pornography. So, and I see somebody going, what? That's what they say. Don't know if it's true, not researched it, but somebody said sad but true. James said sad but true. So we have got them in a good place. They have put themselves, I should say that, they have put themselves in a good place without them even realizing it. Okay. Plus, we have a product that no one else has. We have a product that was set up to last us for 6 months, sold out in 12 days. Okay. Now, yes, we have some in the kits and everything, so it's not completely sold out. But as an individual product, we did a 6-month supply in 12 days. Are you telling me that's not in demand? It is probably the most demanded product out there, because when you talk about the shots, those are being prescribed left and right like crazy. There are people out there that are using them that's not liking them, not getting results, getting sick, getting side effects from them. And let me tell you, they want something to get those type of results, or they wouldn't have tried it. Okay, they wouldn't have tried it, and they wouldn't have risked putting their body in that situation if they did not want those kind of results. So people out there want it. There's also people out there that is not willing to try the shots, like my wife and I. We've I'll be honest with you, we've discussed it, but we know that there's a lot of health risks with it. She's a nurse. She understands the health risks with it. We're not willing to touch that. And I know if we're like that, there's a lot of other people out there like that. So there's also that number of people that want the type of results that they're seeing people get from the shots, but they're not willing to take that risk to get those side effects. Guess what? We've got the answer for them. We've got the answer for them. So there are crazy amount of people out there that we have not touched yet. There's friends and family members out there that you probably have not had the opportunity to talk about and have this conversation with, just because of time. I mean, it's only been out, a couple weeks. So make sure you're having those conversations. Back to referring it out, or bringing in partners. When you're on the phone with them, talk to them about the opportunity. Let them know where we're at. We're at a groundbreaking place that no one else is at. They're coming in at the ground floor of an opportunity that has never been offered to anyone else. This cannot be done in a message. They need to hear your excitement. They need to hear the seriousness from your voice. They need to hear how much we can help them. Okay. Now, when you're on the phone with them, you need to talk to them about, who do they know? Who do they know that wants to lose weight and feel better? Because I guarantee you they've got people that they could probably rattle off 5 or 10 people in seconds. Number 2, who has done the shots that maybe has had good success, but they don't want to do it anymore because of health risk, or maybe they can't do it anymore because their insurance isn't paying for it and it's too expensive. Who do they know that would like to do the shots, but they're too scared to? And who do they want to know that want to make extra money? Because we are definitely in a place to help people make some extra money. So have them to make that list. Next, and this is when we start asking them to do some activities. Even if they say, no, I'm not interested, I appreciate the offer, whether they want to accept making some extra money or not, ask them to do you a favor, make a post for you. Most people will do that. Most people will say, or most people, if you say, hey, if I send you something simple to post about your results and how you're feeling with this, will you please do it and tag me? Majority of the people will do that for you. And then they're going to get people commenting, most likely, they're going to get people commenting on wanting to know what they're doing, wanting information on the GLPX or whatever product or kits they're using. Then we know how it goes from there. We ask them to put us in a chat group with them. We control the chat group. And when those people are ready to sign up, we go back to them and we say, okay, I know we talked about this, but now we have a friend of yours wanting to get started. I would much rather have them sign up directly under you because they're your friend and you get paid for it. And then let's go back to that $200 bonus that I can help you get and have that conversation again. Then have them to add people to the testimonial group. Say, hey, would you do me a favor? I know you love this program. I know you're having great results. Would you please go invite your friends to the testimonial group? Okay, some will, some won't. But if you don't ask them, nobody's going to. It never hurts to ask people to do things. So those are the things. I know that maybe a lot, but we need to take these customers and get them transferred over to partners. This is one of the best things I love doing. I love talking to people once they've been on the products for a while and they're loving their results and they're getting these great benefits. I love going back and talking to them about, you don't understand what you're missing out on. You don't understand that you have a gold mine sitting here with your friends that you can help them lose weight, feel better just like you are, and let the company pay you for doing it. We need to be having these conversations with our new signups. And let me tell you, I know it's been crazy. I know we have signed people up left and right. I know that you probably are following up with them and checking on them about how they're doing, if they've got their products in, what kind of benefits are they having. But make sure you're having the conversation with them about getting the $200 bonus. And heck, if they want to be aggressive, it's not too late for them to get the $200 manager bonus. I've had people to hit manager in a day. So if they want to be aggressive, let them know, hey, you can not only get a $200 bonus, you can get actually a $250 bonus in the next couple of days just by helping a handful of people. So lay that out there. Don't, even though it's only 2 days left, don't take that away from them. Let them make that decision. Don't make it for them. Let them make that decision if they want to go for that. And if they do, get to work with them because there's only 2 days left. Get to work with them and help them do it. So that's it. I didn't want this to be a long training because we've only got two days left before the end of the month. And I want you guys to get off of here, go through your back office, make that list of people who have got the 120 points ordered this month and start messaging them. Let them know that they're qualified to get a $200 cash bonus and would they like to know how to do it, and then run with it from there. All right, Melissa, do you have anything?
Yeah, and then if you teach them to duplicate, you have no idea what kind of explosion that you can experience. So
Absolutely.
yeah, it's good, y'all. I'm telling you, you just got to do the work. Don't make the decision for them by omitting to tell them. So if you don't tell them what's available, You just made the decision that they've got enough money, that they don't need this opportunity, that they don't need a way to pay for their products, that they don't need to be a part of this next launch, which I think is going to be 10 times bigger than what we've already seen. Like, seriously, because I've got people messaging me to get on a wait list that they want 5 and 6 bottles, not just like 1 and 2 anymore. I mean, it's going to be insane when it comes back out. So set yourself up now for greatness, because those of us that have hung on and that are getting in now, you have no idea what blessings are in store for you. If you are dreaming about something, the only thing I can tell you, honey, is just dream bigger, because whatever it is that you're dreaming, just go ahead and multiply it, because you just don't even know. We've been declaring Ephesians 3:20, which says God will do exceedingly and abundantly more than we can think or ask. That is going to come true. I can't even tell you. So put your seatbelts on, hang on, get ready for this ride, because it's going to be good. Those of you that work and those of you that are working consistently, whether you're seeing things come or not, whether people are looking at your post or not, it don't matter. You keep doing the things that you're supposed to do. Marry the process, divorce the results. And I promise you, just hang on tight, because we about to go for the wildest ride that you've ever had in your life. And I, for one, am excited about it. I stay excited nowadays. It's so great. So, all right. I'm good. I love y'all. This is great. Y'all
We
have a
love you too.
fantastic night. Go get them. Close this month out strong. Sell those bundles. Go find the people. They're buying them. You go sell your bundles. We'll see you guys.
Yep.
Love
You
you
guys
guys.
have a great night. And as always, God bless.
Thank
Bless
you.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.